tank with it. You can actually tank and cover your teammates with it, but the damage potential, the stagger potential, the snipe potential, and it more than accounts for it. More than accounts for the shortcoming of the defense, right? So I would say low A.
Can I just say also that people are still trying to figure her out, but she reminds me of a certain hero back in season 0 that we thought was lacking, and that hero's name is Wolverine. And we're like, oh, Wolverine, I don't know how to use this, blah, 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 because people didn't know like how, like, oh, he has a brawl type. Again, she's not brawl, and she's not, for me, I don't think she's going to come up in MVP slots that much, but displacement is the name of the game. Like, you just need to keep kidnapping, keep moving around, keep bopping and weaving.
True.
She's a very unique tank. You can't play her like Cap, you can't play her like Venom. She plays in her own way, and she's very map dependent. So hopefully the potential is there, and we're just gonna head right into the picks and bans. Hell's Haven, and our boy Gaku has finally locked in his magic.
Yeah, watch out. Like yesterday, he was saying they're definitely going to pay more attention to my magic if they don't respect ban it with more that we are definitely going to lock it in. And Gaku's going to get that magic. Hopefully, they manage to get the Doctor Strange as well. Because that's definitely going to add a whole new layer onto the team up, right? The Arcane Order. So Assemble Fire probably needs to do just that. Ban out the Doctor Strange just does not allow the portal. I mean, it might seem silly, but to use one of your very precious bans, but ban out the team up, ban out the portal, and domination, at least you'll be able to use your very own Doctor Strange to come in clutch.
True.
To go for the overtime
and
fight.
If you guys haven't seen the matches yesterday, Xenofly on the Doctor Strange. Oh, you called it, Nell. Already banning out the Doctor Strange. So Xenofly is going to have to dig into the Hunter pool. the hero pool with how well he's going to try and counteract this or respond for this ban, because Doctor Strange also receiving a lot of buffs. And also the fact that he has that Arcane Order anchor with that magic. Yeah, you want to get rid of that.
Yeah, definitely. Not to mention Xenofly, you pointed it out. Like, that guy was insane. Xenofly was insane on the Doctor Strange. But right now, no access to portals. But at least they'll be able to have Emma at their disposal. And this does open up an opportunity for them to use Magneto and, of course, Psylocke if they opt for the team-ups, right? That's definitely going to help them. But for now, it seems like there's not going to be a threat onto the backline. Captain America's gone. I know there's a little bit of nerf, but it's still super important to ban it out right here. And now, Assemble Fire, locking in Loki, have the Luna Snow.
They opt to not ban out. I don't know if that was a timer issue, but they got to rock with this. So unfortunately, Incipience is going to only have 3 bans, and they're allowed that magic. So if Gaku is going to play how he did yesterday, I think Assemble Fire is going to have to be ready for that. And kind of teasing an Angela here. We saw this a little bit yesterday, but we'll see.
Don't play.
Assemble
Don't play
Fire,
my heart.
is one of those teams that can kind of go wild with their picks. So and they were kind of known for that in stage 1. So I wouldn't put it past them if they do want to try to rock the Angela. But for now, folks, let your voice be heard in chat. Is it Assemble Fire that's going to take this domination map, or will it be Incipience? Please let us know as we get towards Hell's Haven.
One thing's for sure, Assemble Fire needs to really protect their backlines and not clump up, because that's where Gaku can come in and shred the entire clumps, right? So that's where you gotta watch out for it. Not to mention they have access to Captain America, so much we are definitely gonna be ensured of a lot of brawling, a lot of flanking from the backlines, and that's gonna be Gaku and Nachu's job. For Assemble Fire, they're probably going to watch out a little bit more at the back lines with Jeff and Luna. Hopefully that's going to be enough to cover the back lines. But will we actually see Angela?
No, she's flying out of spawn. 0-1. Keep your eyes in the sky for 0-1 as he already starts flanking. They already made his presence known, so you will have, if you're a strategist and you're the back line, you have to be very careful. Already trying to go for a pickoff. I do see Captain America has already retreated because Angela trying to go for a 1v1 there, but now it seems like Captain America is a little too hot here. Nightshoe has to be very careful, and now we continue on with the fight, and it is a first pickoff on the side of Assemble Fire.
Fortunately, the BRB is going to bring him back, right? But Xenos is going to suffer in response. Gaku with the second elimination onto the Hela as well. Look at Gaku. This is exactly why. Oh my god, almost getting kidnapped and thrown off the ledge. But Gaku with the presence of mind, fortunately has that dimension to work with. And even the Jeff has a piece coming in. Touch, Thor is going to fall right after.
Incipience capturing the mission area now, so this is actually a great start for Incipience, and that BRB has already paid dividends for them to win that team fight. My mate Nate, though, has been clicking head since the start, and just like that, able to take out the Rocket Raccoon for Wayland. So let's see if he can continue on with the pressure here, but we do see that Jeff able to get a receipt back for his fallen strategist.
I know, and the Soul Resurgence as well, fortunately, is going to help. But right now, Fatal Voltwell is going to use to try and contest the point at this moment, but Nacho does not let that hinder him. He's going to go in, but wait a minute. Angela, beautiful surge forward with the spear, and look at Thor as well. He's going to take a piece of the action, taking out Thunder. The back and forth is just insane. Everyone has a piece, the back and forth coming in, and Wylan finally coming in saying, hey, I'm going to left click here, the damaged Raccoon coming in.
Oh my god, and also the left click spray of Jeff, and we see that Gaku gets elimination on the board. 0-1 is getting piled on here, and unfortunately gets eliminated. So the synergy of Thor and Angela here hasn't been put on display. We do see a lot of brawl from Thor and a lot of displacement from 0-1, but you do have the magic portals to kind of bring her back, so there hasn't been any pickoffs when it comes to displacement just yet. So let's hope that Assemble Fire still gonna let this lineup cook while they go for 3 check marks, and let's see if they'll use it wisely.
Yeah, I mean, the one that uses the ultimate first is going to be at a slight disadvantage, right? But right now, Gaku getting clicked out by my mate right there. The double elimination coming in, but Freedom Charge is going to be employed, helping Incipience to at least try and fight for the point and just defend. But is Jeff coming in? Goddess of Death counter, and will he be able to take out the remaining characters? And Nacho's gonna go down, so will the Jeff as well. It seems like Assemble Fire, this might be the comeback for AF right here, Podge.
Yeah.
A lot of damage coming from Hela.
Definitely. That was a good cleanup by the Goddess of Death there. We did see Captain America try to go on away. He did try also to stop the It's Jeff, so I would say that's an excellent try on Incipience's side. Looking at the economy of the ultimates here, they are going to come in with at least a Rocket's Beacon and also a little bit of the Psionic Seduction. They haven't used their Meteor M just yet, but quite honestly, they can use that quite defensively if they try to go for anything. But now we're going to see a kidnap! Uh-oh!
Nice. That's what you were talking about all along, right? The kidnap, but Gaku responding with an elimination as well. Will the dunk happen right here? Thunder is going to be that casualty coming in. Nacho clearing out Xenos as well, but the BRB is going to bring back Thunder as we're holding on. Fatal Voltwell going to be used to sustain Assemble Fire here. Gaku doing his best with the Dark Child and eliminating the strategies of Assemble Fire. Luna's going to go down for the count. 0-1. Angela's going to go down for the count as well. It's going to be a 3-man eliminations onto Assemble Fire, and Incipience already at 99% triggering over time.
Yeah, so right now 0-1 already switched on over to the Doctor Strange. Not sure if they're going to portal in time. He's got a touch point, but no! Able to get the elimination from Thor right before he got the point touch. And that was Incipience in a nutshell. And
yeah,
Nell, I mean, we talked about triple strategists, right? You really have to have a duelist that could be able to be up for the job, and Gaku was able to do that. Not to mention, we saw some elims on Rocket, Mantis, and the Jeff. So it just seems like Incipience is kind of a step ahead in this lineup, in this meta.
Yeah, 2-1-3 is definitely working, and not to mention, you see that beautiful uppercut by Gaku just to knock the Thor away. That was definitely a very worthy shot. But I think one of the switch up that was really working for Incipience as well was Nacho switching out the Captain America, realizing that the Hela was just dealing too much damage to him. He was not getting out alive that easily. Switched to the Venom, and that helped because there's the team up, the symbiote bond team up, and the heal's definitely going to help from there. So it's definitely paying dividends right here, because Incipience right now, they're heading into the second part of the map with already one map won.
Yeah, so Mafia is going to use the portal, I believe, just for them to be able to capture the point, or at least establish some angles here. But now it seems like they actually didn't spawn at the top, so they did have the Loki that is there. Uh-oh, tried to go for a dive, unfortunately unable to get to that small room, but Nacho now
Yo!
with the Venom and now gets the kidnap. Oh god, gets the choke slam onto Angela.
Yeah, I don't even know if I should say this is a 3-1-2 strat by Assemble Fire because it's like triple vanguards. But
Yeah.
the Doctor Strange fortunately showing some signs of life. Goddess of Death is available to use if they really want to. But Doctor Strange is melting. Mafia right there. Oh my god, the kills fortunately came in time. But the counter kill onto Gaku. Beautifully done right there.
Okay, nice Soul Drainer to the bird just for him to get that fadeaway shot. But now we see Soul Resurgence to keep everyone alive, as well as the copy onto Luna. My mate Nate here getting another elimination out of Thunder. They got one of the other strategists, but they go 1 for 1, forcing out the Goddess of Death, trying to get the Elim and able to actually get the knockout of 2 of the players of Incipience. So now Assemble Fire goes for the Eye of Agamotto, trying to get rid of the rocket, and now they're trying to clean up shop here, but quite unfortunate that they're able to only get it at 39%, so it's still all good. So triple Vanguards here now.
Yeah, triple Vanguards. I think they're probably trying to play Angela as a brawler duelist. You know what I mean? But honestly, because of Thor as well, Thor is like no shields, 1 brawl, right? So the bonus health is definitely going to help, the bonus armor as well. But honestly, they need to answer towards the Hela because the Hela was dealing so much damage. And honestly, how many times have you seen Goddess of Death get so much value?
That's true, right? You're able to actually get really significant pickoffs every time the Goddess of Death is popped. But now we're going to see a little bit of a... Oh, that was kind of cheeky of them to try and sneak up and go for a take of the point. But now Kingdom doing an amazing job just bullying people to get points. And now Dark Child, let's see if we're going to get a kidnap here. Be very careful. My Nate. Oh, able to get the kill off of the magic.
Beautiful, because they were protecting Hela. They know that Hela is their damage dealer. They know she's making all the difference right now in the world with the damage. And Thor coming alive, the morale definitely increasing from Assemble Fire. Outlet coming in. Will he be able to clear anyone? The answer is no, because both strategies are just sustaining each other so well right there.
Yeah, but now we have another Goddess Death online for Assemble Fire. And now he's already going to use it right away. And we do get elimination, forcing Beanie to go for the Fate of Both Worlds. Try to go for a right-click charge. Gaku has to be very careful. Able to get the Elim? No! He's trying to get the kidnap, but unfortunately no displacement just yet. It's Jeff. He's able to get any elimination, but no! Able to actually hold point here.
Oh my god, the Jeff got so much value. 2 people going down, and not to mention Gaku clearing as well. And now Incipience is going to begin their comeback, starting with that 45% capture point. But Assemble Fire still has a lot of progress. I would say they still have 2 more team fights in their arsenal. Just coming in, just gearing up towards overtime possibly. But it's really starting to show, right? Because right now, the Jeff, that value was insane. And Gaku as well, he was like getting hit scanned by Hela a lot of times as well. So they really got to deal with that Hela.
Yeah, so this is one of the possible holds. I think Assemble Fire can be able to actually force OT here. And now we do see that Xenofly going for the Psionic Seduction. Watch out, 0-1 is the first one to fall. Courtesy of Thunder gets to sleep onto Thor, but he's able to actually get out of there. And now Dark Child can be in the small room. Eye of Agamotto, but unable to save Xenos in the process. And now the Freedom Charge to keep everyone alive. Incipience able to hold strong here as Assemble Fire needs to regroup and try to portal back in, but Gaku is going to stagger them so hard for them to try and come back from this. Unfortunately, Mafia is going to have to teleport real soon now.
2%. Will he be able to? Oh, fortunately, 0-1 was able to trigger the overtime. But right now, this is where they have maintained their final stand. But will they be able to do it with only 4 members remaining? 1, no. Hela at the point. He's going to be super hard. Thor's in the fall right after. And right now, just continuing to hold on point. I'm not sure how long they can sustain here because the damage is just insane.
Angela kidnapped. We're able to get an elimination. And now one of the strategists is gone. Another, it's Jeff. Xenofly going for Diamond Form, going for melee damage along with Gaku. But they still holding strong. But no, a 3-person pick-off on the side of Incipience. And Naichu also adds more elims on the board. Kingdom is the only one left. And just like that, Incipience score the second map.
Yeah, I just love how they swap into Captain America because that freedom charge gave so much value and the brawl potential, just fighting in close spaces. It's like, you have a Thor? I don't care. I have a Cap, and you can do this all day. And with Gaku's help, they were eliminating the opponents left and right from the background. Doesn't matter if he got clicked in the head by Hela. Gaku was like, yeah, that's not going to stop me. And look, 27-5, Gaku MVP. GG, well played.
Yeah, I want to see the stat line here. I mean, Triple Strategist is there for a reason. Oof. Even in EMEA, they just kept running the Jeff, the Mantis, and their pick of either Luna or Cloak and Dagger, whatever it could be. I think just the sustain. I mean, Loki, I mean, the Xenos and Baini, they tried their best, but I think with Triple Strategist that they can also act like a pseudo duelist, like Jeff did, or like Mantis did. Just adds so much depth to the variety of gameplay that they can go for. That they can go for heals or they can go for elim. So just an excellent, I would say, showcase of what Season 4 brings to the table when it comes to high-level competition here by Incipience.
Yeah, that's the reason why the current meta is so strong. You got to bring in the new meta. You have to keep evolving. You cannot just dwell in the past meta, right? Because right now I can see that Assemble Fire, they're obviously going for that OG team up where there's the Ragnarok rebirth. But what this means is the Thor and Angela tandem really enough to sustain that front line? Because it wasn't, right? They were eliminated. I've looked 7 deaths, 8 deaths with only 11 to account for, 12 to account for. It's already showing they couldn't sustain the front lines. And even if Xenos and Baini did a lot of healing, you can see 19,000, 22,000 healing, it doesn't really matter because everyone was just falling. Once one piece falls, every single piece just starts falling and they lose so hard to the Triple Strategist.
Yeah, you could say that they had a more sturdier house that was built.
Yeah,
as you point out, just like kind of like that house of cards. Once you pull one piece out, everything else kind of falters. We do see a lot of good highlights on Angela here. So again, shout outs to 0-1 for, you know what, allowing us to see Angela in high level. So the strategy or the mindset, the logic was there because, like you said, they tried going for synergy with the Goddess of Death, Angela, and Thor, just to make Thor the anchor as well. But when it comes right down to it, Jeff, man, he's meta. As our interview with Rejects, right? Adobe said it best. Jeff is meta. You have to worry about this this character. But folks, we got to catch our breath, so we're going to take a very short break. When we come back, it's going to be game number 2 between Incipience versus Assemble Fire.
All right, we're back in Marvel Rivals Ignite Stage 2, Group Stage Day number 6. That's Posh Spice. I'm Nello Mello. Will be commentating today for you guys. Hopefully everyone in chat is doing great. And yes, to answer the question, it is live right here. We're in the Asia circuit right now. It's live. And if you guys have missed the action moments ago, there was an insane magic play by Gaku.
Yeah, some people are saying a one wisp saying Gaku the GOAT once again. Yo, magic crazy, says CTA bars 77. So we totally agree with you, chat. That was amazing. I mean, we talked to Gaku yesterday and he even said it best, right? He called out everyone, goes, yo, you have to ban out my magic because magic got buffed this season.
Exactly.
And, and with Triple Strategist running the meta now, it's really easy to kind of sustain because magic is just so slippery when it comes to just allowing damage. So it begs the question, what can Assemble Fire do to try and counter this triple strategy lineup? If you can't beat them, join them?
Join them, yeah. But if you join them, then the skill and mechanics needs to be on par, if not better, right? You know what I mean? But I think they can start baby steps. They can start by banning the magic first. I think that's one of the most important points. Yeah. Can't ban the person, just ban the character he plays, right? Ban out the magic because that solo duelist is a headache. And I mean, just a little bit of info, guys, for you guys. Trivia info right here. Gaku has, you know, his mechanics clean because he has a master's in mechanical engineering. So,
ooh,
yeah.
So got a degree for that.
Yeah, a degree. Hopefully, hopefully in the near future they'll have like a degree for esports.
Yeah,
like
maining in magic,
Maining
like
magic.
shenanigans.
Gaku will be like what, platinum or something? I don't know. PhD? I don't know. Probably.
Doctorate degree in magic usage.
Doctor Magic.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's great. I can imagine the job interview. So, what are your credentials? Oh, yeah, I've
I
spent.
do magic.
Let me see the hours you've played Magic. Is it less than triple digits? Ooh, sorry. It needs to be at least 4 digits and above. And
No, you got to be 10,000 hours.
10,000. Oh, 10,000 hours. I like that. Yeah, for full mastery.
Sure.
That makes sense. So it seems like, yeah. I like this Assemble Fire picking Krakoa as their map. Oh, sorry, Arako as their map.
Arako, yeah.
There's a lot of kidnap potential here, so I think they might still run the. Well, I'd say a kidnap character. If not Angela, Spider-Man. Fingers crossed. If not Spider-Man, Wolverine. Just someone that could get that displacement and that bully going on, because there's a lot of pitfalls here in this matchup.
That's true. If they can utilize it to the maximum potential, Angela, like what you said, Angela, Spider-Man, Wolverine, that's definitely going to be fun to watch. But first things first, Assemble Fire, if they want to stand a chance in winning round number 2, they definitely need to start by banning out Gaku's magic.
Yeah.
Right?
So yesterday that did happen, and Gaku had a pocket Star-Lord. And hang on, we're not going to ban out the magic, so this can kind of open up the perspective of a magic to be locked in for Incipience. So first lock in for Assemble Fire is going to be Luna, and yeah, usually it's just the strategist that they're going to focus on for now, and then Vanguards would follow suit, and it seems like they want to take out the Vanguard of Assemble Fire.
Are they going to save magic? That's the question right here, right? Are they going to commit like, hey, Gaku, you're doing great on magic so far. Let's give you a second chance again in this map. And that can work, right? But
yeah,
5 seconds on the clock. They're gonna save up Luna instead. So probably have something else cooking in their mind. Maybe Adam Warlock, Luna tandem, bring back everyone and the heals 1v1. That can happen. But they're still not gonna ban the magic. So
I think they're just kind of tempting fate here at this point, just to see like, are you gonna ban it out? If not, like we're fine. I think because Gaku strike me as someone that's confident if the magic does get banned, they have other counterplays. But go for it.
Does Gaku have a Spider-Man in his arsenal? Like XOXO, remember? Like he plays magic in Spider-Man?
That could be also, but man, that would really not be good for Assemble Fire since they chose this map and they'll be playing with that. So locking in the Doctor Strange, hopefully Assemble Fire, you gotta ban out that magic.
You gotta
because they got MVP. And we're just gonna have to wait and see what they're gonna choose here. Okay, thank God.
Gaku saying, yeah, well, I was gonna play Spider-Man anyway. Oh wait, I'm gonna surprise you with the Scarlet Witch.
Nah. Or your favorite, Iron Fist, bro. We haven't seen an Iron Fist yet. At least what we commentated.
The team up with Luna, that's gonna be strong too. But yeah, they're gonna ban out Ultron as the last one. So both teams does not have access to Emma Frost, no access to Ultron. That's gonna be a mirror one, but one prioritizing banning out the Flyers. So right now, it seems like Assemble Fire is gonna respond with their very own magic.
Yes, okay, because Kiss Me More is here. We talked about this, right? Kiss Me More has brought out the magic up against, I believe it was ONG. And did really well going 1v1 against the Captain America. So now they're the ones to kind of unlock the magic plus arcane force of the Doctor Strange. And they're also thinking about using Jeff.
Right. So right now, Assemble Fire going for that 2-2-2, but with a Jeff. So I guess that's still okay, although I don't really see any team-ups apart from Namor and Namor and the Hulk. But add a Black Panther in there.
Yeah, please. I want to see that.
It'll be fun to watch. That'll be fun to watch.
But check this out. No, one of your favorite heroes, Blade, is on Incipience's side. Gaku's got a Blade. Well, you said right, though, he's based off the anime character, so he uses like swords. So you might as well. Bring
Yeah,
out the
Takamura.
sword character. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus. Is he really gonna bring out? Oh my God, he's gonna bring out
Wow.
the Blade. Blade's
Okay.
already getting shot like half health. Oh, this is gonna be hard because they are defending. So I'm not really sure how he's gonna defend with the Blade, but I guess
We'll learn today.
We'll
Learn today.
We'll learn.
The first blade that we're seeing. I know they brought out. There was a blade that was brought out in the previous week. So, but right now, yeah, assemble 1,000 cuts. Hopefully, we'll get to see that. Kingdom already setting up the turrets here, able to actually get the real good pickoffs on the side of Assemble Fire.
Wow, the Kingdom comes right there with a double elimination, and the Jeff also paying due diligence, getting a single elimination. This looks like a pretty fast cleanup for Assemble Fire, pushing the first point. I mean, it's not moving yet, but slowly starting to move now.
Yeah.
Xenofly is on that Doctor Strange after all. When we talk about how amazing his Doctor Strange was, with the portal, they might be able to get back a little bit. Okay, they're gonna come back right here, right now as well.
Oh, but we do see that the Luna was able to set up a crossfire here as well as the Jeff. So Doxlin has to be very careful as he's in the mix. He has to be very careful that he doesn't get caught out. Uh-oh. Anyone?
Yeah. But they are gonna get two people eliminated inside of Incipience. Oh my goodness, the Hulk just beats the living hell out of Xenofly right there. It's like, shield? I don't care. I'm a melee basher hero, right? So, right now, this tandem really looks like it's working for Assemble Fire. They're holding on strong right here.
Yeah, and thank God they saved the Luna. The Luna was actually getting Hulk smash there with the temper tantrum, but he was able to actually take him to the puny banner form. But again, a good cleanup on Assemble Fire's lineup here. They prepared for a dive, but Incipience is kind of going for a classic poke strategy here. With a 2-2-2, we've got the Horn of Proteus, but Doxlin able to take out Kingdom.
Oh no, Kiss Me More is going to go down as well, and that's going to be two casualties on the side. They do have 3 checkpoints after all, but Gaku, Kraken Impact coming in, is not going to no one just yet, no refresh so far, but it doesn't really matter because all you want to do is just you gotta start pushing, you gotta start defending that point. Is what I'm saying.
No uppercut there, but we do see an Eye of Agamotto. Oh my God, able to get the freeze. That was quite unfortunate. Then we get another ultimate. Can we get an Elim from 0-1 to Xenofly? And now Hulk is back on regular form, trying to get the Elim onto Wayland, able to get the pick off here. So Assemble Fire and Incipience going back and forth with the trade-offs.
My God, and it's Assemble Fire's turn to play Brawler style. I mean, they're doing really well. The Hulk and 0-1 on the Doctor Strange, and not to mention the Magic as well, just diving straight head-on into Incipience, and there's nothing they could do because they are not well equipped to handle brawlers right here, Potch. Like, what do they have? Captain America? Oh, okay, they're gonna change their thing right now. That's gonna help them.
Okay, tries to go for another Eye of Agamotto. Doxlin in the process as he switched on over to the Star-Lord and gets eliminated. And now the freeze onto the thing. We see Beanie has to be very careful. Does have Fate of Both Worlds. Kingdoms trying to add more pressure here. Horn of Proteus not even going to be needed.
Jesus, so much so much elimination potential by a team Assemble Fire at the moment, and everyone has a piece of the action, Potch. Not just in the More, but the Magic as well, and no one is dying on the side of Assemble Fire. This is really looking hard for Incipience. I don't think the thing is the answer right here, because no shield as well. That's gonna be really hard, but it looks like they're gonna go with the Adam Warlock Luna Tandem.
Yeah, so they're going triple strategist right now. They're going to try to make the right clicks happen. We also have its clobbering time. Now we do see that the Freedom Charge is going to keep some sustain going on for Incipience. It's Jeff is going to be used. Wayland taking out 0-1. Let's see if we're going to get any swallows. But now Wayland able to stay alive just for a little bit longer. You see that able to get 2 for 2. Going to actually go for the spawn push. Kingdom taking out Doxlin.
My goodness, with a sliver of health, nonetheless, but the battle between Hulk and Thing, Hulk is just demolishing the Thing at the moment, and I'm not sure how they're going to do this, but seems like Assemble Fire does have the upper hand right now in this game, thanks to the brawling potential right here.
Yo, kiss me more, trying to add more and more to the Elim column here. He does have the Gamma Shield to boost, but right click just to be able to get that charge going on. Taco, unfortunately, no eliminations. You're going to see the Horn of Proteus just to stagger a little bit of their offense here. Do you see the Eternal Bond just for them to hold the point here? And now a really intense team fight for Incipience to try to hold on to it. And Mafia going for the ultimate of the Hulk, taking out Doxland. Doxland can actually revive himself, chooses not to, and now we continue on the team fight here.
Do not underestimate the clap of the Hulk, right? That right click is just gonna send half your HP down the drain. And that's exactly what Mafia's doing, creating havoc in the battleground. But is Jeff gonna be employed? Let's see if that's gonna help. Oh my god! He's gonna get two enemy in the tummy of Jeff. Where is Zeno's gonna send them is the question. But, oh no, no one's gonna go down.
Unfortunately, you can't have that much mileage, and it's also Star-Lord, and now we see that the Freedom Charge is going to be used. Karmic Revival for a Proteus just to get some healing, but we do have also the Horn of the Karmic Revival just for the Resurrect here, and now Galactic Legend for the response. Just
beautiful.
Trying to push the right clicks. Kaku now getting some KOs on the feed here, and now they're trying to hold point here as we whittle down to 20 seconds now.
Beautifully done as well. They gotta hold this point no matter what. Like what you said, time is of the essence. If they can hold them at this point, Incipience is gonna stop that second point from being unlocked. But Assemble Fire still has plenty in the tank. 5 seconds remaining. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Doctor Strange gone! Doctor Strange is gone. They have no one in the front line. C9, they could not touch that point, Hodge. They could not touch.
I mean, we were building it up, right? An OT possibly push, but then the right hand of the thing eliminating the, Doctor Strange with 3 seconds left. It was a great push from Assemble Fire, but I'd say, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, Nell, but they seemed very focused on team fights, that the objective didn't move as far as you'd like to. There were a lot of good wins, or at least team fights that were won by Assemble Fire, but it didn't really translate to mileage moving on Arako.
Exactly. I think they were just more focused on getting as many elims as possible that they forgot that the objective really is to push that convoy, right?
Yeah.
But no doubt the firepower by Assemble Fire really did help them get more elims. But the moment 0-1 went down, I was like, yeah, you have no more. You have no one to take the point anymore. No one at this point can actually just reach the convoy in time. And it went without contest, not even an overtime punch.
Yeah. So a little unfortunate there. So Incipience is going to have their hands full. They need to at least score 1 point, or at least unlock the first checkpoint and push it further than normal. So that's very much doable. However, Assemble Fire still sticking to the same type of lineup. And I'd say with the Namor, they can really set up really good bunkering squids just for them to hold this objective from moving. At least they have some mobility in the form of Gaku, and they have that Resurrect on that Karmic Revival on Doxland.
That's true, but now Incipience is going to be on the side of the attacking part, right? Kiss me more! Trying to look for some kisses, but no, it's going to opt to employ the violence instead. And going to take out Xenofly out of the equation. Charge the right hits again, and this is where you can see Magic just bringing in so much damage into a team fight. The heals are barely sustaining both teams. Look at Assemble Fire though, slowly getting healed up. Fortunately, Baby's in the strategist doing the healing job, keeping the team alive. But is it gonna be enough? Gaku trying to pursue and push them off, and it might seem like they can actually.
Yeah, and the fact that they're actually getting a lot of mileage, and they're still, you know, I would say unfortunately getting some pickoffs here, but their spawn is actually quite close. But the fact that they're able to get the healing off of Kiss Me More could actually be the changing of the tides. Xenofly's got to stay alive here as they try and push this Arako even more. So, let's see how long they can stay on this point as he tries to pull with Xenofly.
Oh my god, that was so close to the covering time coming in. Let's see if there's going to be any value in that ultimate by Nachu. There's Jeff at the backlines as well, trying to solo as many people as possible. But right now, Gaku from the backlines, a little careful. Galactic Legends can be employed. He's like, yeah, you're falling down the pit, but it's okay. I'm gonna add that finishing blow onto you nonetheless. Right now, trying to buy as many things. Okay, coming in through the portal. You're not gonna hide behind the portal. And now Xenofly, 2 for 1 value. They are falling one by one. Incipience pushing so hard.
Incredible back and forth there. I mean, we had our eyes locked onto Gaku, right? Just getting the Elim, making sure that he was away from its Jeff by Xenos, just so that he'll be able to use the Galactic Legend uncontested. And we continue on here. Kiss Me More gets the extension out of Xylee. So now, Orna Protheus taking out Doxlin, and now Darkchild is online. Well, we do see Mafia get the clap onto Gaku. So what a contest! What a response by Assemble Fire here at the 1 minute 30 plus seconds of this first push.
Yeah, you gotta be really careful, right? Because Doxlin, you gotta start building up that ultimate charge because Karmic Revival is definitely very much needed at this point. With only 1.5 minutes left, the push seems like it's almost gonna make it to the second point. But how are they gonna deal with this? The brawling power, the Hulk, the magic, not to mention the threat coming in from the Namor and the Squids as well. The Gamma Squids is going to be a lot of trouble. I have a Gamoto coming in. Let's see if there's going to be a lot of value. And meanwhile, Magic clearing shop at the back line spot.
And now we continue on here. 60 seconds left on the clock. Kiss Me More, just putting more and more back to the respawn point of Incipience. And Kingdom Come is actually taking out Gaku. And what can they do, Nell? It just seems like it's so hard for them to walk down this point. They've already have their setups when it comes to the strategists, and also not to mention the Squids of Namor, just for them to be able to just try and cover some ground here.
This is what we were talking about in the early games, right? What if Assemble Fire comes online? What if they are the real true Kingmaker? Oh no, God!
Oh! Unfortunately, the Galactic Legend, and now the counter, able to actually get the Eternal Pawn, the Beta Bolt,
the Swallow,
everyone alive, and the Swallow, 3 for 2. We keep everyone alive, and now we go for the self-sacrifice.
No, 5 seconds on the clock. I don't think the Doctor Strange is going to be enough at all, but the Karmic Revival coming in. Would it be able to touch point? No! You're supposed to put the Karmic Revival on top of the convoy. It was supposed to be on top of the convoy.
It was, or at least just force the overtime, get eliminated, and use the Karmic Revival. It was just a little bit off on the side of Incipience. Penel, my goodness, looking into your crystal ball, I think it's happening. Assemble Fire coming online to play spoiler for Incipient.
True. And I mean, they are the Kingmakers at this point, right? Assemble Fire saying, yeah, we know we already have 3 Ls, but we really want to show that we deserve to be here. We want to get that 1 W, we want to get that 2 W, we want to leave a parting impression, right? Because that was absolutely insane, right? The magic, allowing the magic to come through, and the Namor was already having such a good time, and now you have the magic come through, and the Hulk as well. Look at the score. I mean, the score just tells you everything that you need to know, at least at this point, right? Xenofly failed to come online. Not you. Nothing much you can do at the back lines because of that Squid, so annoying. Not to mention magic as well, just tearing through Luna and the Jeff and the Adam Warlock. I mean, yeah, you don't want to play magic. You still gotta ban the opponent's magic because Kiss Me More was just insane.
Yeah, this is what we talked about at the start, right? I actually thought that Kiss Me More was gonna come in the first game, but it seemed like they saved Kiss Me More for the second game just for this incredible magic performance. And Incipience tried adjusting. They tried going for a 2-2-2 poke. I believe they tried going with a Bucky. I think they went with Phoenix at one point, but unfortunately, it was just too overwhelming. Even though this was kind of a 2-2-2 type pick on Assemble Fire, what are you going to do when you have a bunker type character like Namor that just holds ground and you're being flanked by Kiss Me More's magic? And it seems like they're very well aware of this map. They know every nook and cranny, every inch of this map because they seem right at home. So I'd say excellent map choice by Assemble Fire. We have ourselves a game, folks.
True. And I'm kind of surprised that in this moment, right? I mean, Incipience could at least try and shift from Doctor Strange to Magneto, right?
Yeah.
So at least when the Fate of Both World comes online, or at least when Jeff employs the It's Jeff, you will have that meteor to dunk onto him to eliminate either the Jeff or the Luna during the ultimate deployment, right? So I'm surprised that no one actually played Magneto at all. It's such a good Vanguard to play at this point. Counterplay, right?
You bring up, yeah, and we talked about it yesterday that Magneto has so much answers to a lot of the problems, right? A lot of the ultimates. His Meteor M, his Bubble, his Iron Curtain just does so much for the team. So before anything else, folks, we're going to take a very short break. We'll talk more about this matchup when we come back, so don't go anywhere. And we're back, folks, to game number 3 of Assemble Fire versus Incipience. And Nell, quite the back and forth that we're seeing here. And also in chat, oh my God, everyone's like talking about how intense that moment was. Shout outs to Big Jojo, because I do agree that it's better to at least try and force the OT than anything else, because at least better 5 fight than just give up the point. Again, we're talking about what about isms or what ifs, but the fact that you trigger the overtime, you add more time to the clock. And I think that is, especially in this high level, overtime is better than just a complete, like, all right, we don't even contest at all. So.
That's true. Yeah. I know that my reaction was over the top as well, because I was expecting, because you get to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, right? First, even if you don't manage to get your res up there, at least you trigger the overtime. And 2, even if they did die if they get eliminated while being res on top of the card, at least that was a fighting chance. They could have soul bonded, could have used the heals. That could have happened, right? Either way, the point was, like what you said, better to die fighting than doing nothing at all. And my last point, I don't smoke. My lungs are pretty healthy. So.
Yeah, guys, stay healthy, okay?
Stay healthy.
And also, and let's lock in, because we're going to Central Park to settle this last matchup, and it's Incipience. And this is actually a really good map for kidnaps. So
True. Central Park.
Gaku, if you bring out that Spider-Man, you're going to be the GOAT, okay? If that's the
GOAT.
case. But I would also like it if they both lock in Magic, and we have a Magic mirror match between Kiss Me More and Gaku. So that's still going to be quite the interesting lineup here. But what have we learned? Kiss Me More, one of the back pockets here of Assemble Fire. I think once they're able to actually get rid of the opponent's other magic, it could fall into shambles. So I'd say it's an even, like you said, Assemble Fire is kind of coming online here.
Yeah, I mean, I think one more point that we can take away from this is, even if you don't want to play Magic yourself, you're going to ban the opponent's Magic too. So it seems like they already get a taste from what happened in round 1, round 2. So I feel like both teams are going to start banning each other's Magic.
Ooh, it seems like Assemble Fire fired the first shot here. And just let's ban out the Magic first. Okay. But it seems like Incipience wants to actually lock in the Mantis. So it doesn't want to go for Magic. Well, they can't go for Magic anymore. Hopefully Assemble Fire. I mean, Kiss Me More is in the lineup, so hopefully. I'm not sure who else Kiss Me More has.
Jeff. He has Jeff too.
That's true.
He does. But here, Flyers would actually be pretty good. So probably ban out the Ultron here. Oh, okay, wait. Assemble Fire has banned out Ultron. So good job. Incipience probably needs to start counter banning as well. Maybe start banning the Magic too, because Assemble Fire's Kiss Me More Magic was just insane as well. But it seems like they're not going to ban Torch. They're not going to ban Magic. They're going to stop with banning Emma and Captain America.
Okay, it's kind of becoming more of a standardized thing, because I think Assemble Fire has already done their job. They want to take out the Magic from the side of Incipience, and now it's like they're focusing their attention on just building themselves up. And it seems like Torch in the lineup is going to really help them out with the Luna Snow. And I just don't know what Incipience is going to try to go for, because they did tease the Blade. They went, I mean, Gaku also went a bit with Winter Soldier. He went also with the Phoenix. There was a lot of back and forth with what duelist they're going to lock in with. So it's really going to be hard here. So at least they take out the Hulk team up.
Yeah, the Hulk was just giving them so much problem, right? It's like Hulk smash, Hulk doesn't care, and everyone's just running. And the shield, the Gamma shield provider was actually so good as well. But it looks like Incipience here is not going to be banning any of the characters that was giving them problems in the first place, except for the Hulk, right? So the question is, will Assemble Fire bring out the magic for a second time in this game? Or will Human Torch be the solo duelist that's enough for Assemble Fire? I mean, one more game away, Poch. Kingmaker
True.
in the Kingmaker deciding right now.
Kingdom Maker here. Kingdom seems like he wants to. He locked it in before Xenos does, and it seems like Kiss Me More will still lock in with that magic. They do have the Doctor Strange magic tandem here, so I'd say they still have their win conditions from the previous game. Well, Incipience still needs to. I mean, they did have a really good matchup. I believe it was yesterday when their magic was banned. I think the fact that they picked this map could be some indication that maybe this map they're used to picking that Star-Lord up and really just carrying with that damage with Star-Lord.
Yeah, you gotta wonder if they are listening to us live as well, because right now they're finally bringing out the Magneto. Finally bringing out the Magneto, so that's definitely gonna be something that can counter the fate of both worlds, right? But here, Xenos is going to... Oh, okay, wait. I thought there was going to be a blade in the play. But let's see if it's going to be a mistake of Incipience to allow Assemble Fires to play the magic or not. Because we've seen how much trouble that was caused, the havoc caused by magic last game. So, do or die. This is going to be the last game, ladies and gentlemen. Chant. Hopefully, we'll be able to see who's going to come on top out of this matchup.
Yeah, so Xenofly already positioning himself line on in along with the right hands of Naichu. And it seems like the Jeff Miramax is going to be a thing. Gaku trying to get the Elim early pick off on the Kingdom here. So a little overextension. No Snowflake, I believe, on the side of that Human Torch. So now Gaku doing an amazing job trying to ease his way in. Get another Elim? No, not quite. You do get Kiss Me More out of the equation as well. And Incipience, what a takeover onto the site here, forcing a really tough takeover here by Assemble Fire. Not sure if they're going to have time to teleport in here because they're quite staggered.
Yeah, that's true. But right now, Johnny Storm just trying to push them back right here. Incipience is going to Assemble Fire holding down the fort, actually.
Yeah. So Incipience is like, okay, take out the magic. It's all good. We're still able to actually go all gas, no brakes with this Star-Lord team up. So, or this Star-Lord composition that he'll be the one to kind of push the action. And now I could rely on the brawler style of the Thing and Doctor Strange to just cover the ground. And another 1v1 beaten here by Gaku to take out Kingdom. So Kingdom unfortunately has not gotten any value out of this Human Torch just yet. It's Jeff be able to get eliminated, and Wayland taking out Xenos here. So we continue on just going back and forth with the ultimates now.
Yeah, that's true. But right now, Darkchild gonna be employed right here. Let's see. Kiss Me More. First casualty onto the Jeff right there. But Nachu is gonna respond by taking out the magic as well. So 1-for-1 on both sides. But Incipience is going to be playing. Is still holding on right here. Just trying to push Gaku. Trying to lock on to the Human Torch. Finally, Johnny Storm is going to go down.
Yo, Gaku has been getting a lot of these 1v1 exchanges with Kingdom down pat, and they're already halfway through the first unlock, so it's looking real good for Incipience. Assemble Fire has not had a foothold in this matchup, even though they do have their magic tandem with the Doctor Strange. So what do they need to do? 0-1 on this Venom, trying to just jump on in here as Kiss Me More gets the bind, gets the snare, and now some Elims on the board for Kiss Me More.
Exactly. Right now, the Jeff, so much value, just healing and damaging at the same time, just keeping his team alive. Assemble Fire still holding on strong right here as Incipience is looking to unlock this point, and with a lot of time on the timer as well. Slightly less than 4 minutes, while wait, I was about to say Gaku, but Kiss Me More, just feeling the damage from the back line. Clobbering time, gonna be employed. The stagger's gonna happen right here, right now. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be the Eye of Agamotto coupled with the Maelstrom of Madness, but the swallow's gonna happen. Jeff, will he be able to bring in, oh wait, will he be able to bring anyone out?
Gaku responds to the Galactic Legend as he uses its Jeff. And now we see Xenofly just taking up so much space here, getting the elimination onto 0-1. So the top have been on point for Incipience here. Solar Surge just keep everyone up. Kiss Me More does have Dark Child to use.
One more.
And he's already spent it as the Eternal Bond is going to get everyone alive here as they try to push the objective up this ramp.
Exactly. This is exactly what they need to do. Every single time the opponents use an offensive ultimate, you got to be ready with the support ultimate, right? So keeping everyone on Incipient alive, and Incipients are looking really strong to unlock the second point. Hodge doing an amazing job so far.
Yeah, they're definitely, they realized, all right, Assemble Fire did, they came online and we can't allow them to get any more momentum out of this. And just like that, Assemble Fire just holding down the doors here. Moto.
Cancel by the face!
Oh my god, but 0-1 and Naichu able to get a 1-for-1 pickoff on both sides. Gaku now trying to get the elimination from Kingdom once again. Trying to just wait and see the spit out of the Mantis, and Xenos takes out Thunder.
Oh my goodness, beautifully done right there. But right now it is 5-for-5 at the moment. Assemble Fire is going to be dropping one by one though. No Vanguard on the front line except for the Venom. And he's going to fall shortly after. Incipience, very, very strong. The Galactic Legends with so much value as well. And Xenos is going to be like, you'll never take me alive.
I guess he just doesn't want to get them to more ultimates, or he just must be able to respawn the rest of his team because they did unlock the point. So now, final hold here for Assemble Fire. Still hasn't... Oh, Kiss Me More actually changing things up, not with a Human Torch, but going with the Ultron here. But man, I would have to say the Gaku is just so good at picking off the flyers. And now it seems like Kingdom is going to use the Supernova out of Johnny Storm here.
All right, coming in. Let's see if he'll be able to build up the ultimate as fast as possible. But right now, oh my god, the ultimate stuff will win. The jab, let's see if that's going to be enough. Right now, Agamotto, beautiful crowd control coming in, and that's going to allow Assemble Fire to take over from here. Two of them are already down the side of the Incipients, but Gaku, still not losing hope, takes out Kiss Me More. But Wyland's going to go down at the same time. And right now, the fight ensues. But Hodge, my goodness, the Jeff is getting bullied out.
Yo, Mafia taking out the Jeff. And can I just say, Gaku just says it's a no-fly zone for either. Oh my god, Kingdom once again getting eliminated out of Gaku. And now we go for the Galactic Legend just for him to take out the Root of Snow. Gaku's on fire. Kiss Me More. Be very careful. You can't 1v1 against Gaku. He's on another level here. Able to heal him out of the flyers.
Beautifully done as well. And just taking out Xenos at the same time. Gaku, what an amazing Star-Lord player as well. I gotta give my shout-outs to Brooke as well. Best Star-Lord that I've known so far. The best content creator for Star-Lord. Shoutouts to Brooks. But Gaku definitely playing out of his mind and carrying with the Star-Lord as they look to push the final distance right here with only a minute and a half left on the clock.
Yeah, you know, it seems like Rage of Voltron just for the final stand here. Nice movement away, and we do see that Gaku takes out 0-1. The Eye of Agamotto just keeping everyone CC'd. And now it seems like we just constantly keep going back and forth. There's so much time left on the clock for them to push this. They are leading in terms of ultimate here now.
I saw that coming from a mile away, and Johnny probably saw that as well. And right now it's 5v6 at the moment. No duelists in the plan. Some of their base coming in. Mafia! It's gonna crowd control everyone, but the Jab has them. The Jab has them in his tummy, and it looks like he's gonna go down with Nachi right there.
But man, the E of Mafia was actually able to take out 2-for-1 here. So just a constant back and forth here. Incipience unable to actually close the distance here as we wind down to 40 seconds. But Galactic Legend, Mafia able to actually get his shield up.
Okay, he's gonna go down. Oh, no, enough.
He's trying to fly his way out. He's still able to stay alive.
Oh my god, Mafia going very low, but the Jet is going to come in through right now. Only a little bit more before they can go forward, but the Soul Resurgence is going to be employed, hoping to push Incipience team forward, but the covering time as well, alongside the Supernova. Supernova is trying to keep them out, Fate of Both Worlds to keep everyone alive on the side of Assemble Fire as well. And it looks like Incipience is going to fall one by one. Fate of Both Worlds by Wyland. Let's see if that's going to be enough. Xenofly does have that Eye of Agamotto ready. Is that going to be enough? Overtime triggered at the moment. It's going to be able to crowd control too on this guy.
I high in the air. And 0-1 takes out Thunder, but Waylon takes out Kiss Me More onto the Iron Fist, by the way. So we are going through the entire roster. Another Eye of Agamotto, but the Beast of the Abysspless, Jeff, trying to stay alive. Unfortunately, the Doctor Strange still stays alive here as overtime is whittling away. We do have 2 for the price of 1 here. Xenos gets the Elim here. Assemble Fire still holding strong here. Incipience, unfortunately, unable to push further.
That is so true. My goodness, this is how you see the value of the It's Jeff, especially in this narrow corner, right? And it was just being thrown. It was just going left and right, left and right. It's like, okay, which ultimate's being used at the moment? And we gotta check again at the icon, and it's like, who's getting swallowed at the moment? You know, every single time you hear that Jeff yum yum, you gotta wonder who is being caught. And unfortunately, it seems like Assemble Fire got maximum benefit out of the Jeff play, because Gaku and who was it again? 2 of them were gone down the drain.
Yeah, I think it was Nanchu. It was one of them, but yeah, that's why the Jeff had to sacrifice. I think it was either the Thing or the Doctor Strange. But yeah, it was really tough. I think that's as casters, we also have to, since Jeff is the meta, we have to be like, okay, once we hear that, shout out to production for trying to find which Jeff got the swallow on, because both of them were kind of able to actually build up their ultimates at the same time. But rest assured, from here on out, Incipience will try to hold for as long as they can here. Triple strategist here. Gaku, again, the sole duelist here, really able to carry with that aggressive playstyle. Unfortunately, Kingdom unable to actually win most of the 1v1s against Gaku. So let's see if he's going to lock in and tighten up here.
Yeah. I mean, let's see if this is going to be enough as well, right? Because Incipience only managed to push 2 points, not the full 3 points. So Assemble Fire right now is going to commit with a magic of their own again. That's going to be a Venom as well. Oh my god, Kingdom! Kingdom out in the open and just getting gunned down.
Yeah, again, we talked about this, right? This is kind of attack-sided, so you can afford to, you know, go back to respawn, but not for too many times. You want to be able to cover ground like Incipience was able to do at the start. Mafia able to take out Thunder, so one of the strategists gone. Kingdom back in the fray here, just trying to push Incipience out of here. And now we see a trade-off here. Waylon and Kingdom able to actually get rid of Gaku, and now Assemble Fire able to actually march their way to unlock the point.
And in record time as well. That's a very fast unlock, right? And wouldn't it be crazy if Assemble Fire actually finds their first W in this matchup?
Wild.
Oh my god, wow. But the portal's gonna be employed right here. Incipience coming in, trying to bring the contest in, right? Trying to contest the point. Does not want to give it
No fly on the Angela. By the way, we changed things up, and now Thunder gets eliminated. Unfortunately, that portal didn't hold strong here. They unlocked the point, and now they try to win the next team fight. Unfortunately for Incipience, they get a 2-person elimination. No, make that a team wipe, and now they can actually push the objective.
Yeah, I mean, they're still pushing the objective, which is good, and they have 4 checkmarks, 4 ultimates ready to be used. Gaku trying to gun down Human Torch. At this point, Human Torch is the living livestock for Gaku. I mean, it's the 2nd time in a row, actually.
Yeah. I mean, I lost count with how many times the Gaku was able to actually, catch the overextension of Kingdom, and now this actually built up. Oh my god, 0-1 taking out Waylon, and we do have Galactic Legend forcing the strategist ultimate. It's Jeff to get a swallow here, but 0-1 still remains alive. We get
he can fly! It doesn't matter, he's gonna get gunned down too. Oh, more value! Xenos has more value! Because we don't fly Nachu gone! Both products gone! My goodness, Sponge! This is the absolute best case scenario for any Jeff players out there.
Yeah.
Right? Maximum value.
Exactly. So how many It's Jeffs have we called this past 2 days, right? It's insane. It's a lot. But now, watch out, Eye of Agamotto. No, able to actually call him out. Unable to get it just yet. Gaku now gets elimination from Mafia. Mafia overextended a little bit too much there. And now it seems like Incipience able to win this next team fight with that overextension. Unfortunately, unable to have a Vanguard to hold strong here. Kingdom, be very careful.
If Kingdom still has charge and able to fly even further, Kingdom would have gone down at that point, but fortunately, that's gonna be enough. Yeah, not gonna be enough. But Nachu on the Venom is still tanking, holding on to the Fist of the Abyss, just making sure to make full use out of it right here. But right now, Aogamoto coming in. Gaku is gonna try and shoot down the Human Torch. Striking behind Mafia. It's gonna take out Violent.
Wow. Maelstrom of true. And now the cleanup happening on both sides. Who's gonna fall next? It seems like 0-1 taking out Thunder. So we continue on here as we try to march our way up the ramp. Piece of the Abyss, as you called out, is ready, but the sustain, unfortunately, unable to keep Mafia alive. And now we see both of the Venoms just doing so much damage here. We do see that the fate of both worlds keeping everyone alive. Another swallow by its Jeff.
Double Vanguard!
Oh gosh, Xenos.
Twice in a row. How are they allowing Xenos to keep getting double Vanguards?
One strategist out, so I'd say Assemble Fire still pretty much in this. However, it's going to be real tough for them to kind of keep pushing here as they get so much elim. So, Incipience really holding strong here, but now it's only 2 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock.
That's true. At this point, right, I really think Incipience should change up their lineups a little bit. I don't know, maybe play the Namor and Hulk. I mean, they can, right? Because there's so many flyers here. There's so many flyers here.
The fact that Gaku can kind of clean up Kingdom, we'll see. But now Kingdom, speaking of which, gets the elim onto Gaku, and now the Rocket adding more to the board here. Darkchild is going to come online to force Rocket's Beacon to come out for the sustain here, the Sia. And now Human Torch, be very careful with the Gatling gun and Rocket.
Yeah, that's my kind of Rocket player. I definitely love to play Rocket right here. But yeah, let's go. I don't have a Lord on it though. But it's okay. The Diving Strike coming in, trying to get Gaku down, and he's going to be sent back to the respawn and make that a second one because it seems like they might be able to get it. No! Another time! Xenos! He just swallowed his own teammate.
Fine. Oh, but Mafia taken out by Naichu. So what a hold by Incipience. Uh-oh. 1v1, one for one trade-off here. Now, it seems like this objective has not moved for the past 2 minutes, and now it's going to be whittled down to the last 60 seconds here. What does Assemble Fire need to do to push past Gaku? Uh-oh. Goes for the Galactic Legend.
Well done, getting that double elimination. And right now, it seems like thanks to that ultimate being deployed, it's going to help Incipience to push a little bit further. But honestly, we talk about pushing the objective in point, but it seems like they are stuck at this point for the longest time. I'm not sure how, yeah.
On Kiss Me
Incipience holding so hard.
Yeah, so let's see. I have Agamotto to try and stop the Human Torch from the Supernova, but now he's actually grounded. We still try to stay alive with the the fate of both worlds here. It's Jeff once again. I mean, there's too much to call here, and the Sea is going to be used just to keep everyone alive. But Kingdom taking 2-for-1 here, the strategist. It is only Jeff that is still alive. But we take a trade-off here. We keep continuing on while Incipience kind of pick up the pieces here as Gaku takes out Kiss Me More.
My god, Incipience might actually be doing this because they're holding on so hard, and with only 5 seconds left on the clock, no one's actually holding on to the point right here. No one's holding on to the point! Overtime's going to trigger, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Because there's only one person holding on. Everyone from the Assemble Fire is trying to make their way towards this point, but they're getting stopped halfway. The damage deal is so insane right here. Okay, Cheaper Town Hall coming in. Let's see if that's going now to push them away.
Okay, they actually control the point here. They're able to actually fight their way, and Kiss Me More creating so much space and so much
Gaku!
Gaku now has to be very careful. Oh, we get the swallow onto both of the strategists here. They do get, wow, actually the board lights up and Incipience unable to hold just yet. Kingdom's trying to chase down and gets the stagger and Assemble Fire. They can actually win this next point.
They are actually moving in because Nachu is gonna open a portal. Is that gonna be enough?
They're actually able to hold point. Oh my god. And now they're able to get the portal in, but is it gonna be too late here? They're gonna try to keep holding on. Kiss Me More. Try to go for the Vanguard.
Picking up 2 of them, double elimination, and make that a 4-man. Everyone on the Incipience is gone. Podge, Assemble Fire, finally striking back, striking hard, and they are going to go march down that second checkpoint.
Nell, I can't take this. This is crazy.
Iron
The back
Fist,
and
man.
forth. Iron
telling
Fist.
you,
What
Iron
did Nell
Fist.
tell you guys? Believe
I'm
in
telling
the
you, Iron Fist. That was Iron Fist all along.
The living key just for them to be able to actually move away from the objective. And now Incipience has to hold on here. Now we get the Supernova able to get a pick off onto Jeff. And now we get the somersault kick to get rid of Gaku.
Wow. I tell you, man, this Iron Fist, it doesn't matter if you're a flyer, he's gonna start hopping on the air, triple jumps, and just getting to where you are, chase you down, as a matter of fact. But they still have 40 seconds on the clock. They're still not out of trouble yet. Mafia is moving forward preemptively, just trying to hold space right here. So looking pretty good so far. Let's see if Gaku needs that ultimate for this next skirmish really soon.
Does get the freeze onto one of the Venoms here, and now holding on, able to actually use the Fate of Both Worlds, and now it's Jeff just to add the healing pool here. I wonder where the Swallow is going to happen. Uh-oh. Able to actually get it, the Eye of Agamotto, but able to actually save up a little bit of his teammates' last potential team fight here as the clock whittles down. We do have the Galactic Legend. Can we get some Elims on the board? It is
Overtime?
actually going to be 2 for the price of 1. Overtime's going to get triggered now.
Where's the Iron Fist when you need him? No, Iron Fist is gonna go down pretty soon. No, the parry's not gonna work this time. Incipience looking to hold this once and for all, but Semble Fire, Mafia's ready. Mafia's ready with that portal. But
Kingdom with the Spider-Man. Oh, they're not gonna be able to portal in time.
Final score.
Like
2,
that.
2.
Incipience with a crazy hold towards the end there, but Assemble Fire throwing everything in the kitchen sink. They went through the entire roster, I believe, of duelists.
I know. It was just insane as well. How crazy was that game? Imagine the team that has 3 Ls under their belt in the 6th place, putting up so much fight against Incipient and almost actually winning against them.
Yeah, what a crazy turn of events. And, you know, just like that, I think you also have to, if you guys are just watching now and you look at the bigger picture things, and Assemble Fire, unfortunately, still haven't got a win on the board yet, but all their matches have gone really close. You got to give it up to them. They always come to play, and they always come here to entertain. And they have just such a fan-friendly style. I mean, I love commentating, like, whatever they bring to the table here. And you know what? I would also say Kingdom, unfortunately, got picked off so many times by Gaku, but he was just quite persistent. He just kept going and just kept rotating around the roster of characters.
Yeah, I mean, I would expect more eliminations on the side of Human Torch, but Gaku was just hard tracking him so hard. Like every single time he sees a burning candle in the sky, he's like, yeah, you're like a walking beacon in what you are. And honestly, I'm surprised he didn't hide a little bit more behind terrains just to deal more damage, chip damage, right? So I think Gaku had that upper hand, and really it was just down to Gaku being super aggressive, getting so many eliminations, and the second factor as well, the battle of the Jeffs. Xenos just kept going and going and going, not just once, not just twice, but the third time, even getting the double Vanguards down. That was maximum value, but because they couldn't get any more eliminations than that, unfortunately, Incipience will be able to put a stop onto the march of Assemble Fire.
Yeah, and Assemble Fire still has one more match to play out. Again, they're a fan-friendly team. They've been invited also here because of how I think the community loves their play style, and they've always been like a game type of a team to just try whatever composition goes. They will go down in Stage 2 history as one of the first teams to try out Angela, and we did see a little Angela on the other side with Incipience. But yeah, I mean, this was a really fun match to watch, and at least Incipience is now in further running, because I believe this brings up Incipience 2-2 now. So now this actually places them above Uwinks, but Uwinks will be having another match, I believe the second match, today
against On-Site Gaming, right? Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah,
that's gonna matter a lot. That's gonna matter a lot right here. But yeah, but I would say Incipient's already done a good job getting 2-2. If they can win the next one, that's definitely gonna push them even further up. But honestly, up against XOXO, that's gonna be a really, really tough game.
Yeah, if you think Assemble Fire is crazy, XOXO, like their team motto now, it's dive or die. So,
dive or die. Most of the time they dive and they make you die. So,
I mean, if we're gonna expect an Iron Fist of all the teams, it's gonna be XOXO. If their Spider-Man gets banned by Sung Jung Woo, or if their
Magic.
if their Magic also gets banned out here and there, because Sung Jung Woo not only has the Spider-Man but also has the Magic as well.
Yeah. That'll be crazy, right? To see the battle of magics. Like, hey, and they're gonna settle it once and for all. Who's the better magic right here?
Did you see that post where they settled it 1v1 Magic in Hell's Haven and people are just watching, and then that's how they settled who got domination? That would be so fun if we were able to settle 1v1, your best Magic versus my best Magic. Let's go.
Yeah. Like the battle of the kings, right? Yeah, but right now, I guess we're going to see Gaku another time today because we'll be interviewing him up next.
Okay, can't wait to see what Gaku has in store for us. We talked to him yesterday, and there he is. Congratulations, Gaku, for a really long match. How are you feeling? That was quite the intense overtime.
That was a really intense game. It was really close. It was really fun, though. I mean, I was down to like the last fight, and it was really, really close territory. I thought we were going to lose for a second, but we brought it back.
Yeah, we clutch it back. That's what we love to see. It was very fun commentating that match, especially, I mean, not just your Magic, but your Star-Lord was really one to watch. So thank you for those games. But yeah, no.
I'm gonna go more into the specifics of the game. You guys were already up one game, right? From round 1. Round 2, you guys lost that game because of that aggressiveness coming in, the brawler, everything was just coming in, the Magic. It was just jumping onto you. Was there any reason why in game number 3 you did not opt to ban the Magic? I mean, your Magic was banned, but you guys decided to just let Kiss Me More play it.
We didn't think Magic was a problem. I think on second map, the biggest problem, at least from my point of view, was Namor, and being able to just go by himself and just flank and kill a support every time. That was really like I think the best part of their comp. I don't think the Magic was doing too much, so we just decided to leave it in.
I see. So, all right. Okay.
Thank you for peeling back the curtain there, Gaku. Let's recall that intense overtime. Is there any highlighted moments from your team that you want to be able to tell us about, and however the comms like? Because I can imagine how crazy it was, because they were throwing everything in the kitchen sink. They were rotating different heroes at one point.
Yeah, I mean, you know how it is. Like, they're running like a half dive, half support comp as well. So we have like our supporters constantly calling for PO. And then we had our Nakyu and Venom saying, okay, let's dive supports. And then me being the solo DPS, obviously, I had to decide which one to go for. And then I think eventually we found the right balance of healing and diving, and then we just came out on top.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna bring a little bit more interview questions today. Hopefully you don't mind. That in game number 2, right? Remember there was that point where, was it game number 2, where the revive happened, but no one was actually touching the point and going overtime, I believe. The Mantis had the Adam
Warlock.
had the revive. Yeah, the Warlock. Well, what was going on during that moment? Like
on map 2 on Araco.
Yeah, on Araco. I believe it was the Warlock.
I might have been dead. I might have been dead by then. I don't remember that moment. Map 2?
That was, I think Gaku was on the Star-Lord on that map, and I think there was the Warlock that was left, and I think the Warlock did a res, but it couldn't trigger the overtime. So that's again, it was so in the heat of the moment we were kind of calling it, so we thought we could get a little more insight. But yeah, thank you for that. But Gaku, any final words you want to give to the people watching and supporting Incipience? Because I think you have one more match this weekend, and you guys are up now 2-2, so your standing is looking a little strong in the group stage.
Just want to thank everyone for watching our games and supporting us, and we'll continue to improve and do better, and hopefully bring Malaysia and Singapore towards higher stages.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's go. I'm from Malaysia too, so good luck.
Brother, Malaysia
you're
Boleh.
The man. Malaysia Boleh, let's go. All right, let's do this. Gaku, you're the man. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see more of your Magic and Star-Lord. Please get some rest. We'll see you soon, okay?
All right, good luck.
See ya.
And there you have it. Dude, yeah, I love interviewing Gaku. He calls it as it is, and also kind of able to kind of break down certain things. And as the solo duelist of the team, I can imagine how much pressure is on his head. Like, he's the one that kind of has to go for play.